Houston with a commanding lead as the series heads to OKC on Friday. That one at 9:30 on ESPN. In NBA history, teams that have taken a two-game lead in a best-of-7 series have gone on to win the series 94% of the time. Stephen A., is it time to start chanting, "It's all over"? Actually, Max. Let's start with Max here.
Yeah. No, it's actually not. And I know what the stats are. It's likely, obviously, you staked one team to a two-game lead, especially when they had a better regular season record. You expect them to win. I get that. But what's the old expression? It's not a series till the home team loses. The home team hasn't lost yet. And we were debating this yesterday. Stephen A., you said they lose this game, that's it. Their confidence will be shot. What I said was, if they have a better showing, if they make this a tough, close game, actually, they'll take some momentum back home, where I expect they'll win game one at home, meaning game 3 overall, because they'll ride that momentum. They'll show they can compete if they do better on the glass. If they get back to the things they do well, OKC that is, they'll be able to win at home at least that first game, and then it's still a series as long as they hold home court. I believe that is the case, and we saw a superhuman effort from Westbrook that put them in a position to win. And what we just debated, Stephen A., his trusting his teammates, his not just getting tunnel vision and trying to do too much. I think he was sufficiently burnt by this last experience that it'll be a little bit more in the forefront of his mind. At the press conference, as I said, he copped to it. He was the one who brought it up when reporters were trying to feed him lines that would, maybe let him make an excuse. He wasn't having it. He wasn't looking for excuses. He talked about his responsibility to his team and his teammates. And I think given the freshness of that experience, even though he is who he is, I get it, he'll revert to type ultimately. But right now that's on his mind. Watch them win game 3 behind not only a dominant Westbrook, but a smarter Westbrook in the fourth quarter. This is still a series till the home team loses.
Max Kellerman, this series is over. Now, Russell Westbrook will get you one. Just like I said about AI years ago in 2001 when he went up against Shaq, Kobe, and the Lakers. AI will get you one. Russell Westbrook will get you one. This series is over in 5. Houston's going to go to Oklahoma City. All they need is one. They're going to come back to Houston for game 5. They're going to close Oklahoma City out, and they're going to end Russell Westbrook's season. You can book it. It's just that simple. This is what happens when you can't shoot. Now, if you want to make a big argument on behalf of Oklahoma City in terms of Houston, I'll bring up one name for you, Ryan Anderson. I mean, could you show up pretty please with sugar on top, Ryan Anderson? I thought you were a shooter. I mean, damn, he looked like me when I was shooting against James Harden. It's that damn bad. He shot 2 for 14 in the first 2 games and 0 for 11 from three-point range. A sighting in APB needs to be put out there for Ryan Anderson, who was brought there to be a damn shooter with Mike D'Antoni as your coach.
You're
damn right about that. But I mean, my God, Max, 0 for 11 from three-point range and 2 for 14 overall. Thank God for Louis Williams and Eric Gordon, who hit a shot late from the damn parking lot, for crying out loud, a 3 to really help seal the deal for Houston last night. But having said all of that, look, Oklahoma City is rough and rugged. They played better last night. Russell Westbrook was sensational. All those things are true. And Robertson sticking James Harden has made life tough. Now, James Harden's still averaging 36 in the series, but it's a tough time that he's having with Robinson than he would have with others. And thank God for that, because we all know Robinson can't shoot. So the fact that he plays defense is a good thing, even though he played well in game 1 offensively. In the end, what it comes down to is this. Houston is better. They have too many weapons. And we haven't even seen Ryan Anderson or a Clint Capella get off a little bit. And so the way I'm looking at it is, I think that Oklahoma City, led by the greatness of Russell Westbrook in an individual performance, sparked and spearheaded by that crowd, Max Kellerman is probably right. You'll win a game. But that's it.
Well, look.
Game 5 in Houston. This series is over.
Look, Ryan Anderson, Eric Gordon, who else did you just mention? Lou Williams. They've surrounded James Harden. Daryl Morey's done a great job surrounding James Harden with shooters, and the kind of shooters at positions that make life much easier for James Harden, and allow D'Antoni to run his system, which he recently said, I think it was on Mike and Mike, he's doubled down on what he did in Phoenix. If anything, he didn't go take it to the limit in Phoenix, and he's really doubled down in terms of playing that way. It's all free throws and three-pointers, right? So we get that.
It's a little bit different back then, too, though.
Sure.
But go ahead.
Okay, yes, of course. But this is according to D'Antoni. He wishes, knowing what he knows now, he would have even taken it further then. Certainly, he's taken it to an extreme right now, and they should beat Oklahoma City partly as a result of that, yes. But Oklahoma City does some things very well, including in the first two games of this series, especially in Game 1, defending the three. And in Game 2, they combine that with actually grabbing some rebounds.
Are you sure? Are you sure about defending the three, or are dudes just missing? I mean, 0 for 11 and Ryan Anderson.
Right.
Every one of those shots wasn't defended. They're just
but
missing.
generally, he is missing, and you're right. If he gets going, it's going to be a problem. But generally, especially in Game 1, they did a very good job, Oklahoma City did, of defending the three. Look at what happened last night. By the skin of their teeth, Houston got away with one at home. That wasn't a blowout. That was a game that Oklahoma City seemed like they had in hand, although it was close, for most of the game. And then late, when Westbrook sits, when Westbrook sat, they went on a run, and there were a few tactical errors late in the game, and they just barely got by at home. You mean to tell me that OKC can't certainly win their first game at home and then try and follow that up? Home team hasn't lost, Stephen A.
I just finished saying to you, I'll give you the Game 3. All I said to you is that they ain't winning 2 on their home turf.
Why?
And then they got to come back to Houston, and Houston is going to close this out in Game 5. Series is over, bro.
Game
Series
4,
is over.
magically, Game 4 they can't win. They can win Game 3, but there's something about Game 4.
They ain't winning 2. They ain't winning 2. They ain't winning 2. When you can't shoot, you ain't getting 2 in a row.
All right.